the MICRONTA Model 100K 22152 with 2 joules, just like one of those fancy Swiss watches. And check out that rotary switch, just spinning all around like it's nobody's business. Fuck these switches that have only one that, like, you know, stop. It's got the 0 ohms adjust, just because precision wasn't existent in the 50s. Who would have thought that you needed to be that precise? I mean, look at it. You have fucking 4 settings for AC voltage. The amount of amps, you go 20, okay, check this out. 25 picoamps. 2.5 milliamps. 25 milliamps. So that's a 100 100 times increase. It's a 10 times increase. And then just go straight up to 10 milliamps. Or 10 amps. I was very naughty. It was listed as, I think, like $70, but I told him it was broken by doing this and then trying to measure something. Actually, I stuck it in the wall. A plug, obviously. Which is sort of exactly what I'm doing right now. I don't know where I get any measurements. Is that not on? Oh, whoa! See that? So I had to just put it on the reversed polarity and told them it was broken. And so they sold it to me for $5. Yeah, it was kind of that was not Jesus Christ would not be happy. But I thought that it was genuinely going to be one of those things that is just sort of a piece of shit. I bought from that pawn shop. I bought a PV Studio Mix. Like the month it stopped being supported by PV, and it only was able to be used with Cakewalk. However, I have figured out how to use the shift register to read the EEPROM, and I'm speaking with Renee Schmitz on programming it. But look at this. Is this not the most beautiful circuit you've ever seen from the 50s? Can you believe that shit? Everything's perfect. Even the rotary switches, like, look how close they snipped the leads. And how much solder they used. They used barely anything. I'm not touching these 2 trim pots, which are kind of whatever. There is, however, some very serious deoxidation that needs to be done, because these batteries actually do not work. I measured them using another multimeter, and the batteries, when in that circuit, do actually work. They do have 1.5 volts. They're brand new batteries. I fucking stole them from work the other day. However, if you measure them using the one side being like the battery, actually touching the battery's positive node, and then one side touching the this side, the oxidized side. So I put the connector right here and you measure 1.5 volts. But if I try to measure it right here, nothing on both of them. Look at the inspector in Japan. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Oh ho ho. Oh, and I love these fucking old-fashioned diodes. Like, what the fuck were they? Like, I have this guy. Just because, you know, I happen to have these things. Just I happen to have them handy. This guy has these two green diodes, which I think are ridiculous looking. Oh no, they're made by the same company. No, they're not the same company. This thing needs to be worked on. It's supposed to be, these two trimmer caps are providing a bias frequency for a reel-to-reel tape machine. These two PNP devices do not work. There was a 6.8 nanofarad, like really strange capacitor that I had never seen that type. Like, also this, check out these inductors. Have you ever seen an inductor like that? Or a transformer like this? This transformer right here provides the erasing, so these provide the bias voltage, which goes through here. The two PNPs switch on and off. This frequency into the record and not record heads. You need special frequencies depending on what tape speed you're at. And so the transformer measures the tape speed because when the tape speed increases, so it's using actually an asynchronous motor, which means that the frequency determines its torque, but its speed will always be constant if the mains voltage frequency is constant. But there is a switch and then like a voltage divider to this transformer, so it can measure at what speed you're at just by using this transformer, and that will actually charge up, I'm pretty sure it charges up these inductors and capacitors in a very unique way with these strange diodes and these incredibly non-working. I need to change this one. It's most certainly changed. I need to change that one. Look at this mylar. Looks like shit. And I mean, I couldn't. This is not ideal, obviously, but it actually works. And I actually had to buy two TC350s. Oh, actually, I also had to go through every. I felt like I needed to resolder every single line because, god damn it. Oh, I'm looking at that right there. Because it's not working anymore. It was working, and I sold it on eBay to some guy, and it broke before I could actually sell it to him or get it transferred to him, which, you know, made me blue in the face. Anyway, MICRONTA.